So we've got a rather large area, that rectangular kitchen area. Want to start with the little hutch area over here on this side of the room. So this is the hutch that has the two return sides. This is a 60-inch upper with a 72-inch base. It is 72 1/2 inch from the side of that receptacle to the side of that receptacle. They will fit here at 72 inches without any problem. But when we've talked to the customer today about what their use of this is, they're combining two china hutches into one space to actually put this material away. And because of these angled corners at the top not having a lot of extra room in them, we think we might want to look at this again as far as the type of arrangement. So on the upper cabinets, if we're looking at 60 inches, we thought about making that maybe a wall 30, 39 on both sides, or making it a wall 36, 39 on both sides and doing glass doors all the way across. The reason being is the base cabinets are always going to be deeper at 21, 24 inches. The upper cabinets are at 12, so it's not really going to change anything as the footprint of the room. Also talked about the depth. There's a little bit more room here than what you actually would see with the course of that doorway, because this is not exactly center on this wall. It's closer over here than it is over there. So when we look at the spacing in here, if we're going to do a base-in angle 12 and we're going to move it out to 21, you have to pay to cut that down. So we looked at leaving it at 24. She'd like to see that already built back out to 24 just to gain the extra space. And then also the upper cabinets changed to either a 60-inch square box glass doors or a 72-inch square box glass doors, of course with moldings. Now the other thing too is we talked about doing a riser, a 3-inch riser at the top of the cabinets, and running the crown molding, store stock crown, around the entire room. No problem with that. Just use the measurements from the design on the rectangle from the floor plan to figure out what her lineal footage of crown molding would be, and always add 20% waste just to make sure you have plenty of molding on site if they want to go ahead and order their store stock molding to go on the order. Now, as far as installation of the store stock molding, customer says he would install it and paint it in place. That would be his least expensive way of doing it as far as labor goes, versus buying the store or the cabinet proprietary molding to go in that same spot. All right, roll around here to this side. Back door here, got the measurements on it. Everything worked out spot on. So right here, this mark right here, that mark from the wall is where the end of the base cabinets would be against that side. Again, it's a base-in angle. So we've got this low outlet right here. That low outlet would have to move up above the cabinet space so it doesn't get hidden behind the cabinet. But the upper cabinets actually end here. So they're quite a few inches back from where the base cabinets end. And it gives you that L-shaped area for the switches, for the clock, all that other space that's on there. Now coming to the inside, this length from right here plus 18 inches of pantry plus the other cabinet works out just fine, but we need to leave a 37-inch space in here. If you look, this is actually hanging out about a 1/2 inch past the upper cabinet. That is a 36-inch upper. And if you look over here on this side, it barely fits in that space. That's only maybe a 1/2 inch there. So it barely fits at 36 inches. We need a 37-inch space. The other thing is, in your design, you had left 75 inches of space above the refrigerator, which is going to be a 3-inch space that we normally don't have. If you want to use that, that's fine, but give me a 342 filler there as a balance to fill that in. So because that cabinet's coming out to the front, you're going to have a lot of space there that you're going to be able to see inside of. Also on this wall, if we don't do a barrel Susan being inclusive where it spins inside, if we do a base super Susan with a left-hand hinge, the hinge of this is going to hit the door of the dishwasher. So it's only going to come out 90 degrees and then turn back. You're not going to be able to access that corner. So if we do a super Susan here and don't want to do a actual barrel Susan, then we probably want to take the dishwasher, and we've spoken with them about it, take the dishwasher and move it to the left-hand side of the sink area and put a 3-drawer to the right side so that this door can lay back flat on the front of that cabinet and give you access to use that corner cabinet. Now in your design there was a 9-inch cabinet here, and right now there's actually a 12. She would rather keep the 12, which is 36 inches out of the corner, to make sure that this 36-inch space is maintained. Again, an 18-inch cabinet here, 18-inch cabinet there, no problem. But you can tell this is hanging too low. So when we're working on this, this needs to be a W3024 in your design, not a 3027, to bring this back up so that it's inside the manufacturer's spec on how close this is to the surface of the stove. That's pretty much everything on that wall. Make sure that the pantry has a flush finished end on it so that we don't have problems with the crown return around the top of it. On this side here, again, wall 3630 is what's here now, 3639. Butt door is what she's wanting here. The same margin on the window would exist that way. Then over here to the left, we want to go back to a wall 4239 or a wall 2139, left and right. She wants it to open from the center like this one did. She does not want the 9-inch cabinet in the corner. And I think you were trying to get a balance on sizes of doors, but she'd rather have this storage area like she has already. If it has to be 2 cabinets because of this line's sizes, that's fine, but she wants the 2 doors. Again, the dishwasher moved to the left would make this a base 18 instead of a base 20 or 42 like it is now. It would be a base 18 and a 24-inch dishwasher to the left. If you look, she mentioned when this is down and this is open, yeah, she can't do one or the other.